Okay, ready to take another stab at this little problem. We're gonna do it Shirley's way this time. We're gonna make a basic crepe batter in the blender. 2 large eggs, 3/4 cups of milk, 1/2 cup of water, a cup of all-purpose flour, and about 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Now, if you wanted some extra nuttiness, brown that butter first. Lid on, blend for 7 to 10 seconds on high. Any longer, and the water and flour would get together and form gluten, which would toughen the crepes, and they'd hold bubbles, and they'd get fat and nasty, and I don't want to get into it. Now, you want to make a more savory crepe? Well, we're going to use the exact same ingredients. Eggs, milk, water, flour, and butter. Plus, we're going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. That's like 2 big pinches. And some fresh herbs, 1/4 cup. Anything but rosemary will do here. Sticks in your teeth. Now, the short blend time will ensure that the herbs do not get obliterated. Fine. Looks good. Oh, you want a dessert crepe? No problem. Same ingredients. We've got the eggs and the water and the milk and the flour. Same amount of butter, and then we're going to go with a teaspoon of vanilla extract and about 2.5 tablespoons of sugar. Same blend time. Now, move the batters straight to the refrigerator and let them rest for at least an hour. You could put them on hold for as long as 24 hours without any real loss of quality. Of course, the longer the batters sit, the more moisture is going to be sucked up by the flour. That means the batters are going to get thicker over time. So when you're ready to pan up, you may need to add a couple of tablespoons of water just to get the consistency right. But don't do that until you're ready to cook. My shiny new non-stick pan's getting nice and toasty over medium heat. Now, even though this is a non-stick pan and doesn't technically need any lubrication, we're going to add some anyway, because we'd like to also make our crepe slick. And the butter will also bring a nice nutty flavor to the party. We don't want a lot, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. Now, as far as adding batter, I like to use just this little 1/4 cup measure to keep me kind of honest. For a pan this size, I'm probably not going to use more than about 1 ounce of batter. So, heat looks about right. My butter is bubbling but not burning. So, in goes the batter, and I like to keep the batter moving for quite a while after it's in the pan. That's going to help it kind of set up nicely. Now, if the heat is a little too high, the batter is going to start to scramble on the bottom, and you're going to get little holes, and, well, I can see it's already happening. Oh, well. Listen, the truth is 9 times out of 10, the very first crepe's not going to work out anyway. The heat's going to be a little off, or the batter's going to be off. Just go ahead and cook the gosh darn thing and serve it to the dog. Heck, that's what he's there for, right? Now that we've gotten that taken care of, our pan is perfectly lubed, and we can cool off the pan a little and try again. Just keep the pan moving, barely. You'll see it start to thicken. And when it does, you can slowly let the pan come back down. Now, if you've lubed correctly, you're not going to have any sticking, even along the very, very thin edge. And that's great, because you'll know when to flip the crepe just by watching for those corners to kind of turn back on themselves a little. Now, when it comes time to flip, a lot of folks like to use this kind of long wooden spatula and scoop it and flip it, but I was raised in pancake land, so that's a flip for me. Let this sit for about another 10 seconds just to set the other side.